9 players are sick today as illness breaks out in the Barcelona camp.
Well, with Champions League returning, how will Jeff field a team?
Well, that's the big news this episode. 9 first-team players out through illness, and man, we are going to have some work to do to get around that. Now, we drop a bunch of new players in, but we don't even have the squad depth to fill a whole bench with all the players that are out, so unfortunately for us, we go into this game a little bit shaken up, but a ton of players here do get the chance to step in and show what they've got. This is the chance for the taking, really, and if any of our youngsters or fringe players want to show what they have in these next couple games, this is the chance. But unfortunately for us, it's always a bit ambitious to just drop in 9 new players and have that much turnover in the squad, especially with players who aren't playing week in, week out and might not be fresh. We concede 2 goals, and if I'm being perfectly honest, we don't even look like scoring. It's a really rough go out there. And unfortunately for us, this could spell trouble. Obviously, our number one priority here is the Champions League, and that's thrown into chaos just 2 games into the group stages. But we keep our heads held high and we move on. So in the league, at least, we still are first place 7 games in. And how about this? It's a career milestone match, game number 250. So we want to get out there and make the most of this next one. And well, the players are slowly coming back from illness, but we're not quite ready to roll out with the usuals. Pedri and Gavi do start in midfield. That's the only notable change, though. Everyone else, still a bit of rotation in the team. I'll be hoping that they can get out there and prove us wrong. Now, Traore, Sergi, Silva, our usual front 3, completely different. Alarcón, Unal, Musonda starts for the 2nd game in a row, but they looked decent at times last game. Maybe they just need some consistency. Charlie Musonda is one specifically to watch out for. He didn't feature at all last season, but he scored plenty the years before that, and hopefully he can get back to something like his best, because his days might be numbered here as a Barcelona player otherwise. And now Jules Koundé on the wing, the unlikely suspect to set up the assist, and Charlie Musonda steps up and scores a goal when we need him the most. Well, if he was ever going to get a shot in this team, this is it. 3 of our starting attacking players are out through illness, and he gets called upon. I mean, he's not the highest rated in the squad. He's definitely not the youngest either at this point in time, but it's nice to know that we can rely on players like him. So going into the next game, Sergi and Silva are back, but Alarcón continues to start. He looked pretty sharp the last couple of games, and with the team throwing numbers forwards, it was just a matter of time before Sergi got himself back on the score sheet, and only 6 minutes after coming back from a week and a half of illness, he is up and running already. Absolute superstar, probably not even in the making anymore, but just flat out. Then Alarcón scores himself, and Barcelona fully up and running with some of our players back. Gavi joins in on the mix, and after 3-0, it continues to go downhill. And now Alarcón scores a 4th, and we just keep piling on here in the second half. Jose Gaya sets up Sergi for the clever little leave-through for Gabriel Menino. And just like that, 5 goals, Barcelona running rampant, and we are back to our absolute best. Oh, you thought we were done. There's more goals to come. Jose Gaya sets up Bernardo Silva. My God, what a goal! The hat trick for Ángel Alarcón, and still time left in this game. We are not going to just end it like that. It is another unbelievable goal from Pablo Gavi. Ángel Alarcón with the hat trick takes away man of the match, but plenty of talking points from all of our players there. Deservedly remain top of the league, 10 games in, but only 1 point ahead of Atletico Madrid. And we roll on. So now it's back to the Champions League. 2 games in, it's all level. Every team has 3 points. We're going to need to do something to separate ourselves from the pack if we want to go on and win the Champions League, which is our goal here. So we're going to try something different. It's Silva in midfield, Alarcón starting on the right. We're going to try to just get the best of all our attacking players. Didn't feel right to leave Alarcón on the bench for this one after his great performance. So now the question is, can we get the best of all of our attacking players? We have all 4 of our stars out there on the pitch. Hopefully they can deliver together. Alarcón, great move and a finish. Woo! Well, it's a good thing we started him because, my God, he took the game into his own hands with that one. Unbelievable strike. And as Barcelona keeps going on here, we are far from done. Gabriel Menino picks out Sergi. Of course, he's going to score. And what a clever assist there from Menino. Man, Barcelona, just like that, we weathered the storm of having our players out sick and really only dropped points in the one Champions League game. So all said and done, despite a little bit of a crisis here, we are really outshining expectations at this point. But the big story here is that we're finally starting to have a squad with depth and depth that really makes an impact. Goals from Musonda, we just saw the assist from Balde to Pablo Torre there, and honestly, everyone getting involved in the team in addition to the usuals. So this is a real change of pace for Barcelona. We're just going to need to keep that up going into our next Champions League game here. A win would mean everything with all the teams still level. It basically is 4 games to separate who will be going through to the knockout stages and who won't. But we get a big boost in that direction with Bernardo Silva scoring a header. Not exactly a player you'd expect to get in that position too often. But we take an early lead and things are looking so far so good for Barcelona. But hold that thought. Ball comes back into our box and then David De Gea forced into a save. Well, they're not going to roll over and take it. Everyone definitely has the feeling that they could go on to go through to the knockout rounds in this group. So, with maybe a little boost in spirit here, the opposition finds a goal of their own. It's scrappy, but it counts, and we are now level 1-1, and our hopes of going through this game with a win dashed just a little bit as we come up towards halftime here. Rafael Luis, who's been filling in at defensive mid with some of the illness and fatigue in the squad, does a good job picking out some passes, and then Gavi over the top flicks it down. Traore, oh, what a chance, and Sergi a second. Well, it just might not be our night here, but we have to make sure we give it our all, because if we don't find a second goal and get a win, this could be disastrous. But on cue, Sergi steps up off of the corner to score yet again. My God, what a difference maker we have on our hands. And Sergi, once again, leads the line for Barcelona, gets us through to a slim win. So next up, Fiorentina, probably the toughest side in our group, and 4 games in here, a win is a must. It would definitely take us through to the knockout stages. Something I want to watch out for, though, is Ndicka up against Traore. Now, for those of you who remember, last time we took them on, Ndicka had an absolutely awful game, gave away a penalty, and then at the end gave away a red card and got sent off. So he's the one we'll be looking to target. And with Traore in really solid form, not only this season, but the past couple of seasons, he is going to be our target man. All of the attack is going to funnel through that side. Let's see if we can't, draw another penalty, get another red card, really force some troubles out of a defender who we know has struggled against us in the past. But Fiorentina, wow, their attack up and running early in this game. Jorginho with the deft touch, that was not far off at all. De Gea might have had it covered, but some warning signs there for sure. Sergi now spreading the play. It is Adama Traore who sends the ball through the legs of Ndicka, but it is well covered in the end. And our man definitely shepherded out there by the defender. But Traore, try again. What can we do? Gets the better of Ndicka, charging into the box. Great run, but the second man up there to clean things up. And unfortunately for us, that is 2 attempts that have gone nowhere through Traore. And now we go again. Great footwork from our winger, and he sends Ndicka on ice skates down to the ground, but again poked away by the second man. It seems like Fiorentina are aware that they need to cover the threat of Traore. There's always 2 men doubling up on him, but here we go again. Traore once again getting the better of Ndicka, winning the ball back high up in our side of the pitch, but the ball played through Angel Alarcon. The chance, and is that just seen out by Sanchez? Or maybe he missed, but it was a great opportunity, inches away. Oh man, that easily could have been the opening goal, but no one has scored yet, and we go into the second half, still scoreless, 0-0. We need a goal here in the second 45. It is ultimately vital for our hopes of going on to win the group and hopefully win the Champions League. And now Sergi looking to head it down, back down to Traore, puts another ball into the box. Alarcon flicks it up, and a great save from the ex-Barcelona player Robert Sanchez to keep us out. As the game winds down here, we've probably had the better chances, we just cannot score. And now Traore, for the 4th or 5th time, getting the better of Ndicka, but again for the 4th or 5th time, not picking out that final ball. And now back in our direction, it's Ikone charging forwards, Koundé 2v1, scores! Oh my lord! Well, a game that we really should have had better control over is now flipped on its head as Fiorentina take a lead from Dominic Calvert-Lewin, scoring a goal right in front of David De Gea. Nothing he could do to stop that, but a lot our defense could have done to prevent that. It is heartbreaking. We have 15 minutes left. Sergi now waiting for a chance and brought down. Fiorentina doing everything they can to shut down our attack. We've had most of the possession, most of the chances, but still no goal to show for it. Sergi, we know he can hit these. The free kick specialist, and the controller messed up my input, was trying to dip it down, sent it absolutely flying. That sucks. Complete waste of an opportunity. And now Silva, can we create another? He's brought down Silva, no call, and then Traore bundled off of it, no call again. And as the ball's cleared out from the back, this is the final chance. Alarcon, Pedri puts it back through. Gaia, can he cut it back? Yes, Pedri chipping it in. Oh, certainly that's a handball, but no call given. And the whistle blows. Barcelona left absolutely reeling. Oh, the 1-0 defeat in a game that we really should have won. That could be a huge blow in our bid for the Champions League here. We are still second place, but only by 3 points. It's going to come down to the final game. Now, in the meantime, I want to call out some of our players. Sergi in particular has been playing so well, but it's been so balanced. We're getting goals from everywhere. That is the key this episode. We are no longer reliant on 1 or 2 players, but I also want to call out Gabriel Menino. Look at his stats. He's not bad at a single thing. The most well-rounded player in the squad and maybe in the world at this point. He's 87 rated, so he is no slouch at all. It's enough to keep us, though, top of the table. We had a 4-point lead going into these games, and it's just going to be crucial, really, that our backup players are still able to contribute. You see Paul Lopez there stepping in to fill in for David De Gea in some of these games, and he just fits right in. So do the other players. We're finding goals, we're finding wins, and despite a little bit of disappointment in the Champions League, woo, we are scoring some insane goals. Gabriel Menino, who we were just talking about with the scorpion kick there, and Barcelona, no shortage of attacking options this season. So for now, we remain top of the league 16 games in. Real Betis, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, all chasing us down. But really the key here is the Champions League. We have 1 game left. We need at least a draw to secure us going through, but at most a win, hopefully, to top the group depending on Fiorentina's results. So a lot riding on this one, and we really, really want to make an impression this season. We've talked about it before, but the Champions League is the only trophy we have yet to win. So we really need to go out there and make the most of our opportunities here. If we can't even go on in this group stage, which isn't super challenging, we have no shot of really going on to win against the toughest teams. But I'd back this team to get results. We've struggled a little bit this episode, but honestly still looking really sharp. And then the ball over the top for Gabriel Menino. Oh my God! Take a bow. That is an unbelievable strike, and he is quickly becoming a fan favorite around here. Our number 7 has scored goal after goal. We signed him as a right back. He's moved to center mid, and now more of an attacking mid. And by God, is he delivering. That was right over the line. It was probably millimeters over towards counting being a goal, but hey, we'll take it. And with the early lead here, things are looking really solid. But we can't rest on our laurels. We need to make sure that we maintain this lead. Maffeo, great tackle. Defense all chipping in as we continue our attack here. We need a second to make the life a little more comfortable. Traore, great footwork. Sergi looking for the return. This is unbelievable from Barcelona. Pablo Maffeo, what can he do? Cutting it back. Ooh, God, what a great chance there. Didn't quite come off, but really, really good team play here from Barcelona. Adama Traore charging forwards. Ooh, man, do we need that second goal. This could come back to bite us if we can't get some sort of significant lead built up. We've seen it happen before, but we really are running the show out there. Bernardo Silva now, what can he do? Looking to cut it back, and he does exactly that. Menino buries the game. 2-0. Lovely attacking play once again from everybody in this squad, but specifically from our wonderful Brazilian midfielder who's come in as kind of an unknown prospect and will certainly leave this club as, at minimum, a cult hero, but at maximum, a legend, depending on how well he does over the course of his career. And a great chance coming in at our goal. Half an hour left. We got to maintain the lead here. We are being given a run for our money. Some great chances, some great saves and efforts seen out by David De Gea. And now looking to absolutely end things, it is Sergi to score the 3rd goal. Who never in doubt that he is going to find some kind of contribution when he's on the pitch. Sergi is absolutely world class, and that 3-0 victory is enough to secure us a win and secure us going through to the knockout rounds, where we will be taking on none other than Borussia Dortmund. I think that's a good matchup for us. It's definitely a test for sure. There are no pushovers, but not the hardest team we could have taken on. And as we roll on with results in the league, we are now 20 games into the season, 3 points clear of Atletico. And how about this? Time for the Supercopa. And I actually want to clear something up. I said earlier the only thing we haven't won is the Champions League. That's not true. We have not won the Supercopa a single season yet, despite, I think, trying all 4 of them. So this is something we personally really want to win. However, that is thrown a real huge wrench into the gears by Real Sociedad, who score early in this game. And if we want any hopes of at least going through to really challenge for this trophy in the final, we need some goals here. Adama Traore sets up Angel Alarcon, who continues his hot run of form, scoring yet again. And now it's game on as we go into the back half of this game. Whoever scores next is looking pretty likely to go on to win this game. 87 minutes left, just about headed away. We weather the pressure, and this game really could go either way. Now a little bit of a breakaway chance here. Alarcon looking to weave his way through the midfield. Gabriel Menino for Bernardo Silva. Ooh, what a pass. Traore, dink over the goalkeeper. Wow, what a goal. And that is so well deserved from back to front. The defense held firm. The midfield passed its way through. And wow, the finish and the assist, the flare pass from Bernardo Silva, absolutely beautiful. So we're going to the final where we take on none other than Real Madrid. I think specifically Real Madrid has beaten us 2 or 3 times in the final of the Spanish Supercopa in this career, so we're going to want to make sure this game is different. It would be great to win a piece of silverware, and Adama Traore, bright early signs in this game, but he is denied. And then Jimenez going 1v1 with Eric Garcia. This game started off with an insane tempo, and it's just about cleared away by the defense. Wow, this is going to be anyone's for the taking. And now, for the second time, Adama Traore, no one marking him on the right-hand side, and he picks out Menino, who's clean through on goal, and he misses, completely misses the net, despite really being in good form right now. That is shocking stuff from our central midfielder. But now, for the third time, Traore, given the space, now what can he do? Traore decides to take it himself, and Courtois saves. 3 1v1 chances and 3 absolute misses from Barcelona. We still can't find a goal. We've been the better team, definitely. And now Traore toying with that back line. He has everything but the final touch. And for the third time, cannot score. That's it. The halftime whistle blows. And we now have 45 more minutes to capitalize on the kind of form we've injected into this game. But unfortunately, we just can't really make a difference in the final third. We can't find our way past their goalkeeper specifically. And as the tide sort of changes here in the second half, you're starting to wonder a little bit if Barcelona's great form in the first half is coming to an end, and it could spell trouble here as a great effort, despite not being called back for the foul there. They allow Real Madrid to play on and get a good shot on goal, and then off of the corner. Could this be a second chance? It's headed to the near post, and it's a goal. Well, I don't want to complain too much about the refereeing here, but if that was a foul in the build-up play, which it was, why did they allow Real Madrid to play on and get the corner kick, which ultimately led to the goal? It's a frustrating one, but I'm not going to call it back. So we got 40 minutes left to play. And again, Adama Traore doing so well to set up the chance. Can't quite pick out the final ball, and then Bernardo Silva, deflected shot. We've just created so much and finished nothing but try again. Bernardo Silva, chance, and he's brought down. Surely that will be a penalty, and it is given. This is our chance. And with the game only 1-0, the chance to level it up 1-1. It's our talisman, Sergi. Surely he'll be able to score this one, but Courtois always going to have a big say in these sorts of things. The goalkeeper, however, Sergi finishes 1-1. He goes to celebrate with the fans. And with 20 minutes remaining in this game, it is very important that we go on to finish strong and win some of these pieces of silverware that we haven't been able to in the past. But it's a really, really reckless game out there. Vinicius picks up his second yellow card for a reckless challenge. That easily could have been a red on its own, I feel like. But regardless, he's sent off, and now down to 10 men. Barcelona starting to capitalize. 15 minutes left. Sergi for Gavi, for Menino. It's cut out, and despite all of our players getting forwards, no goal. And just like that, a lovely ball over the top. My God, that is stunning. 2v1 now. Oh my gosh, this could be a goal. Oh, what a rocket from outside the box. Real Madrid score against the run of play. That is a world-class ball over the top. Great cross and an unbelievable finish. He hit it first time. Oh my God, absolutely stunning. I don't know how we concede these goals, but regardless, 2-1, and despite being a man down, we just cannot find a second goal. So everything on the line here, 10 minutes left. And we keep pushing on Bernardo Silva. It's Sergi again, bundled off of it by Skriniar. And we just cannot find that goal. The whistle blows. We're seen out to a defeat. We controlled the tempo of the game. We had the most chances. We had a man up at the end. But despite it all, our bitter rivals get the better of us and go on to win this piece of silverware. So that's going to be a bitter one. But we have no time to get ourselves down. Barcelona still in first place, only 3 points off of Atletico though, and we take them on. And the storyline here, Andreas Christensen, who they triggered the release clause for last episode, comes back to face us for the first time. And we are going to want to make sure that we not only beat Atletico Madrid because they're our rivals and because we want to stay in first, but specifically because we want to get back at our traitorous ex-player who put us in an awful situation late in the summer transfer window. Now Adama Traore with the chance, buries it past Oblak. That's the kind of finishing that's been missing from his game all episode long. We know he's got the footwork. We know he can create the chances. He's got to score and assist. That's one of the first, hopefully, of many to come. Sergi, though, fails to capitalize and make it 2. And we are looking for another goal here. Menino, unbelievable footwork, and it's sent just over the top of the post. Hopefully we don't come back to regret that. Those easily could have been goals. Atletico Madrid growing into the second half here, and they score to make it level 1-1. We are on a really bad streak of poor luck here. Despite being the better team in this game once again, we're not even separate on the scoreline. 1-1. And Atletico Madrid looking to grow themselves even further into this game. About 20 minutes left, passing circles around our midfield. Surely this won't be a second chance. Gravenberch coming forwards. Deflected chance, and we can't clear. It's a second goal, and Atletico take the lead for the first time in this game. Barcelona in despair. It's been a couple really poor results for us. This would just be the icing on the cake for our really unfortunate run of results here. But we have one more chance. Pedri playing it through. Sergi, this could be it. To the back post. No! Off the post from Adama Traore. Oh, the bad luck continues. And Atletico Madrid now 3 points up on us. That really, really hurts. Now, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Barcelona, we're all level on points, top of the league, despite us leading for so long. This could really come back to bite us. So, we have another change of pace, Copa de Espana. We've won it twice in 4 years, and we'll be looking to do that again. But, once again, we concede early in this game. Our form is really starting to tank at this point. We're blowing games that we easily should be winning, and now we just need someone to step up and take control. And that person is Sergi. He scores a goal out of nothing despite a rough start to this game, and hopefully this can be the turning point for our form here as Barcelona fight back against what's been a really tough run here. But it's going to extra time. Nothing to separate us after 90 minutes played, and it's going to take another big effort here. And Adama Traore is the one to finish things off. 115 minutes into this one. Again, despite not scoring as much as we would hope, he scored some important ones, and this is enough to take us through to the next round. Now we go with this season. So we're late here in the transfer window, 10 hours left. We really don't have any business left though. Fortunately, no other players make their way out of this team, and we're able to keep a hold of what we got. Also, if you guys want to help manage the team, join our Discord, link in the description. We'd love to see more of you there. And consider subscribing if you haven't already to stay up to date. I'll be back soon with the next episode in this series. But until then, I'm Respected Jeff, and I'll see you next time.